everyone. This is Trish Kane, CEO and founder of Healerverse. Welcome to our launch event. This is a most exciting time, and I'm so happy for everyone that's live on YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn and also our Zoom. Hi, Tammy. I'm so happy you're here and so nice to meet you this week. And I'm so excited to hear from you at the end too. If you stick around, I'd love to hear more from you and all the healers that pop on here today. What I wanted to do is do like a little bit of a history of Healerverse and then tell everybody my why and a meditation and then a little like overview of the platform, and then we'll go offline and we'll have like a heart-to-heart intimate conversation with everybody that's here on Zoom. So basically it's almost 3 years ago I was living in Florida and I moved to Colorado, and I was in Denver, Colorado. Like, it's one of the most spiritual places on earth. Literally, there's more healers probably in Colorado than most states in the US. And I was like Googling and I couldn't find any healers to work with. And I was looking to work with fellow healers. Like, I love getting my Reiki, my acupuncture, like all types of healers and healing and spiritual people to hang out with, right? Like other spiritual people. And I'm like, how do I find these people? And at this time, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the platforms were censoring and shadow banning spiritual and holistic healers. So I'm like, how do I find my friends, So I was like, I wonder if there's like a social media platform or a space where you can find healers to work with and find friends to spend time with. And everything is so fragmented, right? From Facebook to Instagram to Twitter to YouTube to I don't even know where else to look. So I was like, can I build my own platform and community, right? And I'm like, how do you do this? So yeah, like I basically kept this a secret for about 2 years. I just started sharing with people what I've been up to the past 3 years, about a year ago. And I have just found, honestly, that this is so needed. And that's what everybody keeps saying. This is so needed, right? Because like, really, like everything is fragmented. Like events are on Eventbrite. Like, I don't know anyone that goes searching for events on Eventbrite. They usually get sent to you the link. But like, if we have everything in one platform, then everybody will be able to find events in their community, healers to work with in their community, and also workshops to do 24/7, and a community to be like, hey guys, like I'm having a hard time right now. This is going on, and everybody can be like, yeah, we're all feeling the same way, or people could come in and be there for one another. And so that is the purpose of Healerverse. And last week, we basically, like, locally, I set up a full moon meditation, and then I did a meditation the next day, and then a few hours later, one of the healers, Michael, did a meditation. I'm like, is this real life right now? Like, it's like I'm on a retreat, but this is real life, and people can be going to meditations whenever they feel like it, or going to different events in their communities whenever they feel like it, or creating events and creating community. There's nothing like that until now, right? Healerverse. And honestly, my background is, I used to sell like digital databases and digital content to the government, the military, and universities. It was like educational content. And prior to that, I did like insurance sales and Wall Street stuff, and traveled pretty much globally. But to get to the most important part of the story of Healerverse, is honestly like where I came from. So basically for like a decade, I honestly struggled. Well, my whole life I struggled with being insecure, not using my voice. I'd been through a lot, and I kind of was like basically like pouring substances on top of myself to be able to cope and just get by. And in November of 2014, I nearly lost my life because of it. I was 86 degrees Fahrenheit when the paramedics found me, or 30 degrees Celsius for my European friends and the rest of the world. And I was completely dead, and the paramedics resuscitated me twice and put, the tube down my throat and rushed me to the hospital. And the doctors told my mom and dad, like, there's no way that she's going to make it. And if she does, she's definitely going to be brain dead. And the moral of the story is that basically all of my friends got really spiritual around that time, and everyone believed that I would wake up and make it. And it's such an ironic situation because clearly, like, I wasn't present, right? I didn't experience what everybody else experienced during this time. But when I did, like, when they found me dead, like, I actually did go to the other side, if you want to call it that. Now I consider it like the fifth dimension or like a fifth universe, like, 5D Healerverse, right? The earth is leveling up and so are we. So yeah, and like when I went there, I was in like a tunnel, the whole bit. And I don't know if I should tell that story now, I can, but basically I was in a tunnel on a boat. And at the end of the tunnel, I came out of my body and I saw my feet, and I had like two spirit guides there. And up there, if you want to call it that, they were celebrating Christmas. And I went up there for a little bit and I was trying to tell everyone what I just experienced, but no one was listening to me or could even hear me. And I didn't know that those were my feet at the time. And when I woke up from the 9-day coma, they took the tube out of my throat and they said to me, "Do you know where you are?" And I looked around and I was like, "Hospital." And the doctor was like, gasping for air. They could not believe I was responding to them. So, true story, guys. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Because it's not like you're in a 9-day coma. I found stuff out slowly, and like couldn't believe I was responding to him. Fast forward, they put me in the MRI machine. I actually had 2 strokes. So this eye didn't move back and forth. This whole side of my face was droopy, and yeah, and I was pretty beat up. After that, I basically, like, one of the doctors said, "I have no idea how you're here right now. You have angels." And right then and there, I had hope that things could be different. And I learned how to walk again, talk again, think again, breathe again on my own, write again, everything. I couldn't really see. I couldn't use my hands. I couldn't feed myself or go to the bathroom on my own for quite some time. Like they had to like hold me up with straps and be like, "This is your right leg, this is your left leg." And like I started to work with holistic healers then, physical therapy and occupational therapy. I was supposed to do speech therapy, but I'm originally from New York and I don't need that. I already have a speech thing going on, so it's okay. We'll skip that. But yeah, and I basically started to engage in a spiritual life then, and just working with holistic healers. I'd never like noticed how beautiful the sunset was before then, because I'd been so damaged from everything that I'd been through, and then from like honestly pouring substances on myself for so long, and so that was almost 9 years ago. And since then, I've worked with various spiritual and holistic healers that are profound, right? From like chiropractics to acupuncture to sound healing and theta healing and Reiki. And then I became a Reiki 1 and 2 practitioner and a theta healer. And I also speak to spirits and other extraterrestrial beings. Did I say that right? And Healerverse was actually a God, if you want to call it God, creator, downloaded thing for me to do. And a lot of people told me that I couldn't do this because it would get shut down, but it hasn't yet. So I started hanging around the Web3 community just in case we need to take this offline and put this in the Arctic. And like I actually had somebody say that we could do that on their servers. So if that happens, we can always go in that direction. But it's amazing the communities that I've been around, and the best community that I know is the healing community. It's a different language that we speak. We speak the language of the heart, you know, and there are millions of different healers and modalities globally. So putting everything into one space is so powerful because it gives people the opportunity to see what works for them. Because what works for me might not be what works for you. And you know, like some of the things, like some people don't want to do acupuncture because they don't like needles. Some people don't want to do like meet with a tarot card reader because they don't want that, or an astrologer, you know. um, but I've met the most amazing healers on my journeys over the past, especially year and a half. I've been traveling a tremendous amount, meeting with healers like in Egypt and Israel, and all over the US. And also the whole time I was part of this underground spiritual community on we like communicate on Telegram. So that's been really beautiful. And basically they told me that I could do anything, you know, and that's a far like I've never heard that before in my life. Anytime I ever told somebody what I wanted to do, they would tell me every single reason that I would fail and why it wouldn't work. Like that's just kind of culturally what I am used to and around, you know? So really changing the narrative, and like that's kind of what we're here to do as healers, you know, is to change the narrative of everything is possible. And the only limitations are the ones that are out there in society or that are on the news. God forbid the news. That's not the news. I always say that. That's not the news. And yeah, we can literally do anything together. Imagine what it's going to be like. Like we just launched. And anyone that's wondering where we got your email from, my team, like I had a team of like 14 at one point that were literally researching healers in the US and the UK to email when we launched. And we just started sending out emails last week. So thank you to everybody that's here, that's joined us. We have not even begun sending out emails yet. It's like literally just the beginning. And we do need help too. We need to expand the team. This is a major operation that we're running, as you can imagine. Like it's a social media platform. And we have a small team, you know. But basically, I'm going to show you the platform quickly, and then what we'll do is we'll do screen sharing. Heidi, would you allow me to share my screen? Let's see. Okay, maybe I'm not going to do that right now because it's not allowing me to. Ah, it worked. Cool. Thank you. Share screen. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is the 5D Healerverse platform. And basically the way that I set it up was thinking about healers and how they run their businesses. So like there's a lot of platforms out there that are like, here's your content and this is what you do. This is the meditation you do if you want this. And this is the meditation you do if you want this. But this is like an open platform for all healers to be able to sign up. And right now we're live in the US, the UK, Canada, and Australia, but we're going to expand globally. So basically, as a healer, I'm able to create an event, or actually everyone is able to create events, because I really wanted, even like seekers, that it's the full moon, that they're able to just be like, hey, I live in Portland, Oregon, and let's meet at this location, or like somebody's doing an event and they want to have everybody come. So this is like a little Eventbrite that's built right in. And then once this is completely set up, you're able to share it externally with your friends, and you're also able to share it on the platform, and we'll share it for you too. And then as far as the workshops go, you can actually upload pre-recorded workshops. So some healers are using like SendOwl or something like that to be able to send these out. So I just had the developers put this in one place, so that way everybody is able to obtain it. And then what's nice about this is like there might be certain healers that people really have a liking to, right? Or whatnot. And they're able to find everything in one place. So healers, anything that you've pre-recorded on YouTube or alike, that's an unlisted workshop, you can actually upload these here and set your price and monetize on this when you're sleeping. And what's nice too is that, and then you could also do live workshops too. You have the option, because sometimes you want to do a workshop and not call it an event, right? What's nice is that you can also share your profile externally. So like if you're like kind of like LinkedIn, but like let's not be LinkedIn, let's be way better than that. I like LinkedIn too, but you can share your profile externally with your friends. So like, hey, here's all my events, workshops, book an appointment with me and my about and all that. And so this is, I'm a verified healer on here, and this is the interface that you see on the verified healer's profile. Basically, we have a subscription-based model, which will unlock appointments, which is coming soon, and then workshops. But everyone is able to share events, because we really want to bring people together in person and digitally. And basically that subscription is $888 a year or $88 a month. And that unlocks the ability for people to book appointments with you and workshops. But events is free for everybody, like I said. And we're actually going to be working on like different partnerships and affiliate programs. So if anyone is interested in being a Healerverse affiliate, or I'm going to be reaching out to those that are active on the platform right now within the next like couple weeks, month, to partner up with some people, some beautiful healers, let me know, send me an email, send me a message on Healerverse. And yeah, because basically like really we want to grow Healerverse, that as many people are on here as possible, because we really want everyone to find each other, you know? And literally there's nothing more powerful than that, than having like every healer in the world in one space. Like that's so cool. That's never happened before, actually, that I can think of. And that's what we're doing here. And like just everybody that's looking to like find elevated conversations and elevated friendships and stuff. We also recently partnered with Marley One, and they do retreats in Jamaica. They're medicinal psychedelic mushroom retreats, and it's 5-star. They do massages and Reiki and everything you could possibly dream of at these events. So at these retreats. So that information, we're updating the website, will be on our website. And if anyone's interested, I could send you the link. You can do private events, or like, you know, join another group if you are feeling so called. And if there's anyone, you know, you can put it on Healerverse too. Hey, anyone want to go to the Marley One retreat in October? And then people will like want to go with you, you know, that's the point. We want to bring people together. So, okay, so at this time, that's pretty much all I wanted to share on that. The next thing I wanted to do was a meditation, and then I would love to open it up for anybody that wants to share on here about what they're working on, and like what we can do to like support you guys, because really like this is your platform, you know. I literally just put it together so everybody could find each other, and to like facilitate like with everything leveling up right now and everything we've been through and everything that's going on in society. Like we need a place for healers, like, and for healing that's holistic, you know, not just like they push basically like a lot of like, and I'm not against anything like big pharma and all that. I'm not exactly pro it, but I'm not completely against it, you know. I just think that there's another way. So that's what Healerverse is. And yeah, so I would love to invite everybody to close your eyes. Let me close that. And take a minute to feel into your heart. And feel the love in this container right now. And let's envision a beautiful white light, a shower of love coming down from this heavens and sky above, pouring onto us beautiful white light from Creator, from God, from whatever your version of Source is, and showering in abundance and blessings on Healerverse and everybody that's here today, connecting back into your heart. And envision that your heart is connected to the center of Mama Gaia, that there is a beautiful white light coming from above, connecting to your heart and connecting down to the core of Mama Gaia, down our legs and our feet, through the core and the crust of the earth, through the molten lava, the sentient rock, all the way down to the center of the beautiful fire in the center of Mama Gaia. And this is where we can really tap into burning our fears away, manifesting our dreams with the beautiful element of fire. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull some of that powerful fire up through the different layers of the earth, the molten rock, all the layers of Mama Gaia, up through the core of the earth and the crust, the floor of the building that we're in, the floor of the room that we're in, up through our feet and our ankles, our calves, our knees, our thighs, and our hips, up all the way to back to our hearts, where the fire burns within us. And I'd like to invite everybody to set an intention for today. Maybe it's a dream that we want to call in. Maybe it's a fear that we want to release. Maybe it's both. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. When you feel called, I'd like to welcome you to open your eyes. And welcome back. I just released fear and I called in Healerverse everywhere. So what I'm going to do now to honor everybody that is live on this call is that I'm going to end the StreamYard, which is broadcasted on LinkedIn and YouTube and all the other channels. That way we could have an intimate conversation.